guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden, and today we will be checking out a group we've never checked on the channel before called Sailing Before the Wind. This is going to be with their newest track, which will be coming out today. Luckily, they let me have early access to be able to record this in advance, so it'll come out on the day of. It's going to be the song Break the Silence, which is their new single. This is a re-recorded version. And yeah, you guys should be getting that. You guys are getting this on the day of. The bassist for this group is called Bitoku, who some of you may know from being doing touring bass for Crystal Lake, and appearing in several other music videos, including Devil Cry, which I reacted to, which is why he hit me up. He enjoyed my reaction to that and asked me if I would check out their newest single from Sailing Before the Wind, which is his current group, which are they're metalcore is what they put themselves under, but they like to go for melodic, more on the melodic side, I guess he said. They're kind of influenced by like In Flames and some melodic death metal bands, stuff like that, like mid-era In Flames, he specifically said. So I was like, sure. I mean, you guys, I checked out you with Crystal Lake. I liked it. I know this ain't going to be the same thing, but I'm always interested in checking out something new. And we don't do a lot of too much like metalcore in general, or even melodic like death metal stuff too often. So here and there, it's alright to throw some in. So let's do it. Sailing Before the Wind, Break the Silence, out today. I'll let that play first. You want it to destination, no one knows where it is. Without hesitation, let the time go through like a dawn. We'll walk to the railway, lift up to down, let down the second. Across the right direction, sideward to repression, limited light, break the silence. Across the right direction, sideward to repression, take the sky by soul, break the silence. Okay, let's pause it there and I'll back it up. So I'd let it play out a little bit. I really wanted to get like an idea of their sound before pausing it. This is on the side of metalcore that I really enjoy, side that really pushes for melodic parts. I've always been a fan of melodic parts, more like when it comes to like melodic death metal and melodic anything really. I'm a sucker for like a good 80s like a good 80s like rock ballad, which obviously is super melodic. Like I love melodic stuff in general, and I love how they have like the perfect balance for my taste anyway of heaviness and melody going on here. I'm enjoying their tones. They have just the right amount of, like, they're not over the top heavy, and the guitar comes in nice and I don't want to say light, but like it feels light compared to everything else with like the little I'll say mini solos because I'm not a guitarist. I don't know all the terms by heart. Never finished learning guitar in high school. It wasn't for me. But so far, man, pretty good. It's not my favorite genre. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. Like that's why like it's probably not. I'm not gonna be like blown away kind of thing. Like you're not gonna. I'm always honest, right? So straight up, like I don't get into the metalcore genre too heavily, even melodic stuff too heavily. It's more of like a thing I have to be in the mood for. I don't have many scenarios where I need to be super pumped up as much lately either. I'm mostly at home with my child, so getting super pumped up and stuff is a little bit frowned upon around your child when she's still young. Maybe once I get her into metal, then it'll be a different story. But still too young for that. Only just over a year old. And at least she dances to my metal music. That's a good thing. But yeah, off topic. So far, it sounds mixed nice. I can hear everything clearly. Love it. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna have a change up, so I'm gonna pause it again. I'm loving the song structure so far. Like, I love how it changes up quite often. And it's just another cool, like, heavy breakdown, like, a lot of times here, and I love that. Don't mind me not headbanging too much. If you watched my reaction from yesterday, you'll understand why. I won't talk about the other group here because it's unrelated, but the neck being sore right now is related to what I just recorded that comes out the day before this. I'm actually going to take it after I think I actually pulled something. So yeah, I don't want to headbang too much. I apologize. I would have headbanged even more at that part because I really enjoyed that. I just don't want to injure myself more. I have to take care of my kid this week. So I'm liking this more than I thought I would, truthfully. The more it's going on, the more there's like more parts that I'm enjoying. I'm just hoping you guys surprise me with like some clean vocals. I don't expect it, truthfully, but I'm a sucker for clean and growls, man. Like, that's the only reason why I say that. But I know I probably won't get it. That's asking for too much, probably. I probably won't get any. But even with just the growls, it's great. I love it. Growls can be a hit or miss for me, truthfully. But it's not really a miss here. I don't find it's the kind of growl that really turns me off. I enjoy this one quite a lot. But I want to hear this super melodic part coming up because that sounds interesting. Yeah. Great solo. Great solo. I love that. I love his guitar tone. That's what sells me on his solo so much. Like, he's amazing at playing it, but the guitar tone on this is such a good choice. It really like makes it nice and clear over everything else. It's similar to like other metal. I know a couple of other metalcore bands that have like that similar tone. It's the same thing for them. It's like the tone sells me on it. I don't know what it is about that tone, like in that area of that of guitar tone, but it gets me every single time. He's an amazing player on top of that. Like, really great solo. Played a solo that fit the song in that section. Didn't just go over the top or anything. Every time he's done a solo here, it's just fit the song. So he's writing for the song, and I love when guitarists do that. like it, man. I did thoroughly enjoy this. More than I thought I would. When I saw metalcore, I was like, oh, I hate when people do it to me because usually it's a hit or miss. But luckily, I didn't have to say it was a miss. This was definitely a hit for me. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. A lot more. They put just the right amount of melodic in here for me. And then the heavy parts just enough. It gave like a... I don't know. It felt like 50-50 for me. It gave me time. It gave you time to like unwind a little bit and come back in. I used that same description for that's 2 videos in a row. I got to be able to use that description too. But same thing again that I was just literally talking about in the last reaction I did for the other band that came out yesterday. Same thing. You just sometimes it's just the song structure tells the song too. The fact that we had some ups and downs to a certain degree in here. Like I love when bands do that. I don't need a track that's 4.5 minutes long like this one that's just full blast in my face anymore. I love diversity a lot more in tracks than I do like straightforward. Like maybe when I was in high school I was really into thrash metal, and a lot of time it's just in your face the whole time, right? It's not my thing anymore. I just kind of grew out of it, and I kind of like more diversity. That's why I listen to a lot of prog now. I just like hearing a lot of different things going on, and I love when bands, in the metalcore scene, because there was a time like in metalcore when it was big and I was in high school, like really big. It was still like at like a height at that point. A lot of local bands at the time in my area were all playing it, and they all sounded the same, and it was always in your face. It wasn't, it didn't have these ups and downs. It was always right in your face, and I didn't like it as much, truthfully. But this is something I can get behind, having those really melodic parts come in, time to cool off, and go into it. They did a really good song here. That's the biggest selling point for the song to me, is the song structure, just the way they put the song together, and I love it. And the tones, too. Really, tones stood out a lot for me here. Like, everything from the drum kit, bass, and guitars. They just... all that is what sold me on it. Growls, not so much, not as much, but I still enjoyed them. Like, like I said, like, growls nowadays, like, if I can't completely understand what they're saying, I have a harder time with it than I've always been like that, because I love hearing lyrics. Being able to understand them without having to read them on a page. But I could understand some of what he was saying, I think. So it wasn't the end of the world. Plus, I did really like his growl. That happens sometimes. It's like the same thing with like Gojira. Sometimes I don't understand what he's saying. He's growling, but it's a lovely growl. And you just end up liking it, even if it's not typically your thing. So yeah, quite enjoyed that. Subscribe. So hopefully you guys enjoyed checking this out on the channel too. Again, this is out today. New single, and then I'm assuming there'll be an album hopefully in the future to follow along, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek in. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to go check out the band. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I drop new videos, and as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later. And another quick shout out to the bassist in this case. Thank you again for sending it my way. You have a good one too.